Is she there, Daddy?
Maybe not. I'm gonna let it ring a few more times.
Hello?
Nancy?
Yeah. Charles, look, can I call you back? I just got in.
Wait. Now, this won't take a minute. I've got a surprise for you. Are you there?
Yeah.
All right. Hold on.
Hi, Nancy. It's Miriam. Nancy? Nancy, are you there? I don't understand it, Daddy. I've been awake for over 3 hours. And where is Dr. Martin and Terry? Don't they even know that I've been awake?
Well, of course they do. It's just that, well, you have to remember this is a hospital. They have very important duties to perform.
Oh, I suppose, but they could at least find some time.
Just goes to show you that people aren't always what you think they are. Oh, come on, Mim. I'm here, Nancy's on her way now. What more could you want?
I'd like very much to see them, Daddy.
Well, it's just possible that they may not want to see you.
I don't believe that. No, I'll just page the nurse to...
Now.
The nurse will page them.
You are being unreasonable now. You're supposed to get some rest.
I can have some visitors. The doctor said so.
Yes, but I'm not too sure I approve of those particular visitors.
Daddy, you've said something to them so they wouldn't come to see me, didn't you?
No.
Daddy, I know them, and there is just no reason for them not to come.
Well, actually, Dr. Martin and Terry Davidson aren't allowed to see you.
Why? Why? Who said so?
A judge.
Why? Why, Daddy?
Well, it's just possible that they may have had something to do with your accident.
Wait, and is that what the judge thinks? Have they been arrested?
Oh, no. It's just that they are not permitted to see you, that's all.
Well, they had nothing to do with it. I know.
How do you know that? You've admitted you can't remember.
No, it's just ridiculous because they're my friends.
I'm sorry, Mim. I don't agree.
And you are the one that you've done... I can't believe you did this, Daddy.
Mim, this hospital is not going to get away with this. And by the time Webster and I get through with them...
No! Absolutely not.
Mim, let me handle this. You're in no position to judge.
No, but you can't go ahead with the lawsuit without my permission, can you? Can you?
Well, because you're better, I suppose not. But that's not the point,
It
Mim.
is, Daddy, because I'm better and I know that Terry Davidson and Dr. Martin had nothing to do with what happened to me.
But, Mim...
No, just stop it! Stop it!
All right,
Because
all right.
I just refuse to hear
all right.
anymore.
Mim, calm down now, calm down.
I won't calm down. I just won't. Until you agree, you just have to agree to get rid of this lawsuit completely. Call it off.
All
Because
right,
they're
I
my
will.
friends.
Mim, I will.
Well, call him now, Daddy.
Oh, Mim.
Call him now.
It's open. Hey, Alex. Oh, I certainly hope the next words out of your mouth are going to be, I have someone here dying to meet you.
Mitch, you don't remember me?
Oh, if we'd have met before, believe me, I'd remember.
Imagine a young girl of 14 with her hair in pigtails, braces, knee socks, about 19.
That's enough, Uncle Alex.
Dina!
The same.
Well, hardly.
There have been a few minor changes.
Oh, if only we would all age as well.
All right, that'll be enough of that.
So what brings you to town?
Indecision most.
Oh,
Dina received her JD from St. Lawrence Law School in May.
impressive.
So's the balance of what I still owe them.
Oh, not to worry about that. You're practically assured with that school as and the reputation they have. You're assured of a position with any firm you choose.
If she'd only decide.
So, you did well at your bar, I presume?
Mitch, I don't want to brag,
All
but,
right, Uncle Alex.
well, let's just say very well.
Say, I don't suppose you happen to know a Harry McDonough?
You know Professor McDonough?
No, we both went to Southeastern together. And I suppose he's so caught up on the Haley versus Lamarchand.
Oh, don't remind me. We spent an entire quarter discussing the ramifications of that case and the curtailing of the trade embargoes of 1873.
Right.
He says the consequences of that suit were
Were
even more far-reaching than the
curtailing of
the
slave trade
on international commerce.
We're going to have to get Harry a new horn to blow.
Lots of luck. Do you know he claims there's certain parts of the NATO Charter which were directly influenced by that case?
Oh, well, Harry'd blame World War II on Haley versus Lamarchand if he could. Look, if you ever see him again and you want to get his goat, simply mention
Long versus Linville?
Why, yes.
I tried. He barely even acknowledges its existence.
Well, I'm surprised you don't know anything about
I
it.
spent a month and a half tracking down anything that would refute his claims.
Well, believe me, Loring versus Linville would do it.
Oh,
That
not-
was good work.
Not according to him.
Oh, don't worry about him.
I had the most interesting case the other day. It was a routine exploratory laparotomy, and we discovered when he
Sorry,
got...
Uncle Alex, we didn't mean to leave you out. Did you know, Mitch, that it was you in this office that got me interested in law in the first place?
You mean that summer you're here answering the telephone?
All through high school and college. Never even dreamed of doing anything else.
Once you make up your mind, you make up your mind.
That's a family trait.
Excuse me for being nosy, but, how come you haven't chosen a firm yet?
Well, I spent last summer with Abrams and Liddell.
The Abrams and Liddell?
They offered me a position. But I just don't like New York City. Or any big city, for that matter.
So she's using me as an excuse to scout out some potential firms here in Kingsley. I have a sneaking suspicion you're at the top of the list.
That's not true. Maybe just a little.
You know, I've only made a few snap decisions in my life. One was to set up my practice right here in Kingsley. Good many years ago now. And it was the smartest thing I ever did. But now I've made another snap decision. I am about to offer a promising young graduate of St. Lawrence Law School a position as my junior partner. Care to show me how smart I am again?
I'd love to.
All right. Well, I'm glad you had a good time, Vicky. Yeah, I did. Uh-huh. Hey, it's just the beginning.
Certainly is the beginning of her downfall.
Listen, something just came up, and I've got to run now. I'll call you in a little while. Okay, bye-bye.
My brother, footloose and fancy-free.
You know, you're so much fun to have around.
I've learned a lot from you, Gil. You've taught me everything I don't want in a man.
Well, the way things are going for you in the romance department, apparently you're everything a man doesn't want.
I'm very selective.
You can't say no to someone who never asked you in the first place.
Have you told Dad about your arrest?
No, I haven't.
Or are you planning to in the near future?
Hey, why don't you butt out of that, okay?
No, I won't butt out. You're being hauled in for drunken driving can make him vulnerable politically. And he deserves to hear it from you first, not his opponent during some debate.
Well, it just so happens that I'm waiting for him right now.
Oh, yeah, how convenient. That sounds about as original as some of the lines you give your girlfriend.
You know, I'm sick and tired of you being so judgmental. Why don't you just,
Hey, why don't you both hold the conversation level down a couple of decibels?
see?
I wouldn't bet on which one of us is more surprised. I believe Gil wishes to speak to you. Alone.
What was all that about?
Who knows?
What do you want to tell me?
Nothing. You can wait.
Nancy, you look a little worried. I bet you were just thrilled to hear Miriam's recovered.
Nancy. Hello.
Come on in.
I'm surprised you came.
Oh?
Well, our past visits haven't been too good.
Well, what do you mean?
You're not liking hospitals and all.
Oh, well, you know, anything for a friend, Miriam.
Miriam's been looking forward to your visit.
Yes, I have to ask you something. Something very important.
Yeah.
Well, see, I can't remember, but I think... Well, it's about the last time that you were here, and...
Don't tax yourself, Mim. It'll come to you eventually.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry about it, Miriam.
Well, the doctor said that my memory is still foggy, but that it will get better.
Hey, that's a normal reaction to an overdose. Oh, hello, doctor.
How's my favorite patient? I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to leave. Rest is very important to Miriam. The more rest she gets, the sooner she'll recover. And we all want that, don't we?
I hate it when Lester plays these little games of his.
Alex, would you sit down? For all we know, it could be good news.
Listen, as far as Lester's concerned, there's no such thing as good news. There's only less bad news.
I do wish he'd loosen up every now and then.
You know, the problem with Lester is someone once told him to be himself.
Well, this case is already going to court. It can't be much worse.
Want to bet?
No.
Now, I'm surprised at you. Be anxious for nothing, remember?
You'd be a lot more convincing if only your stomach would stop growling.
Did you believe it was something I ate?
Yeah, Lester's words.
I have some rather interesting news.
So we gathered.
Mr. Carpenter's attorney called earlier, Mr.
Webster?
Yes, Webster. Mr. Carpenter is dropping his suit against Kingsley General and the three of you.
Hallelujah!
Lord, I knew it.
See, it just shows we had nothing to worry about.
I can't believe it.
Excuse
I
me.
wonder if this means we can see Miriam
These
now.
carpenters, you see, don't always...
Excuse me.
No.
Excuse me. Now, that's better.
Come on, Lester. Now wipe that frown off your face. Why can't you enjoy good news like everyone else?
It is good news, isn't it? I guess this didn't turn out to be such a bad day after all.
And remember, Lester, this is the day the Lord has made.
She types in beauty.
Gil! Isn't that she walks?
I don't know. Let's stand up and I'll see.
Too much. Excuse me.
Yep, walks too.
Do you always act this way?
Nope. Sometimes I'm charming.
Oh, I see.
I hope so.
So, to what do I owe the honor of your visit?
Do you really need to ask?
No.
It's kind of warm in here, isn't it? And why is a smart girl like you wearing such a high-button blouse on a day like today? Huh?
Maybe she's not so smart.
Yeah. Better.
Better.
Much more clever than dropping a handkerchief, would you say?
Oh, I didn't know you were busy.
She's not. I was just leaving. Take care.
Vicky,
Don't say it, Jean. I don't know what came over me.
I'd say it was very obvious. I think you should be lucky that I'm the only one that walked through that door. What if it was the commissioner?
I know. I'm sorry. It won't happen again. So what can I do for you?
Oh, nothing. I just dropped by to see how you were making out. I mean, well, you know what I mean, Vicky.
Right. Well, you know what is around here.
Business as usual.
See?
I mean, well,
Yeah, good,
that
good,
was
good.
unusual.
I
but-
understand with you. Look,
Say, how's Clark?
Who?
Your fiance?
Oh, him.
Mm-hmm.
He's fine. Just fine.
Mrs. Martin, what are you doing here?
It's Lori, and I just dropped by to say hello.
Well, excuse me, but I hope you have a good reason for being in this neighborhood.
I do. I'm going to be teaching remedial reading at the Monroe Continuation School, just around the corner.
You what? Lori, what your husband does is one thing. I mean, there really is a need for medical services here in Chesterfield. What we don't need is some suburban missionary trying to ease her conscience with the poor city folk.
And that's what you think I'd be doing?
Probably.
Maybe I'd better go.
Okay, hold on a minute. Lori, I've seen an awful lot of people come to help for all the wrong reasons. The minute that is obvious, they're gone. You'd be gone.
I wish I could say I accepted the job for more noble reasons. I just want to teach.
Lori, the way you're dressed, you're just asking for trouble.
Why?
Well, look at you. You look like Lil Bo Peep. If you're wearing that much on the outside, what do you suppose a mugger thinks you're carrying in your purse?
Oh.
And use a shoulder bag. Nice rings.
Thank you. Oh.
And watch. And necklace.
Leon, you're making me nervous.
Good. Never let your guard down for a second.
Thanks for the advice.
My pleasure. Oh, what kind of reading did you say?
Remedial reading. You know, for people who aren't good at it and need help.
No kidding. Good idea.
I think so.
Are there a lot of people around like that?
Yeah, more than you can imagine.
I never did that well in school myself. Not that it makes any difference now, me being a self-made man. But I've always admired teachers. And I've always thought that the teacher-student relationship was sort of like the lawyer-client relationship.
Really?
You know, what goes on between them never gets told to anybody else.
Oh, right. I agree. I'd never tell anyone my students' secrets.
The truth is that I can't read that well. I mean, enough to get by, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I don't suppose you could, or would consider giving me a few lessons every now and then?
Come in.
Tennis, anyone?
Dr. Martin.
And his trusted accomplice.
Terry. Hi.
We know you're supposed to be resting, but Dr. Thompson granted us one short visit.
Oh, I'm so glad you stopped by. I've just been asking and asking for both of you.
We would have been here sooner, but
Daddy, right? Well, I know he can really be overbearing sometime, and he really makes me angry.
Well, what's past is past. You're feeling better now, that's what's important.
But I don't see how you people can just pass over a thing like that.
it's easy when we see you conscious again. No permanent damage. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Miriam.
Bless you. You know, as far as Daddy's concerned with all that he's done in both the past and now, too, I'm really sorry.
Oh, don't worry about it.
Well, I honestly think that he means well. It's just that he goes about it the wrong way.
Your father certainly loves you. He's hardly been away from the hospital the past few days.
Really?
That's right. I tried to get him to leave just to get some rest, but he wouldn't.
You've been here a lot, too, haven't you?
Yes.
And when we weren't, we were praying.
Well, it worked, didn't it?
Yes.
Well, we better be going. When Dr. Thompson says a minute, he means a minute.
Oh, do you really have to?
Oh, don't worry. We'll be back.
Well, I know you will, and would you please just keep praying for me? Because somehow I can't really explain it, but I know it helps.
We will.
You try and get some rest.
You know, I haven't been able to get Miriam off my mind all day. Would you mind terribly if I go and visit her?
Why, not at all. You know, Nancy, you continually surprise me with your thoughtfulness.